Hey, what's up, guys? Kayak Mike here. This video is going to go over the administration aspect of the Ohio Inland River Series, such as entries, who's allowed to join, etc. For those who are unaware, this is bank and kayak only. Boats are not allowed to enter this event. Um, that is because boats have an excessively wide representation in Ohio. Bank and kayak fishermen do not, so that's why this is a bank and kayak fishing trail only. It's $55 entry. It's a 24-hour event. The day that is listed here, it starts at noon that day and it finishes noon the following day. All of these days are Saturdays, which means Saturday, April 19th at noon, the tournament starts. Sunday, April 19th at noon, the tournament ends. It does not matter if you hook up with a fish before noon on Sunday. If you do not have that timestamp before noon on Sunday, that fish is disqualified. And that is your timestamp. You also have to have it in this particular series submitted by noon. I cut off all entries by noon. So let's say you catch a fish and you land him at 11:58 a.m. and you get a picture at 11:59 a.m. and you go to submit him at 12:01 a.m. That fish does not count. It does not count. That is because you have 24 hours to get those fish submitted to this leaderboard. Uh, Anglers are allowed to challenge fish. I believe each angler is going to be allowed to challenge 2 fish. In the Fishing Chaos app, the way you find us is download the Fishing Chaos app, go into Trail Club, start typing online catfishing tournaments. We're in here. You must be a member before you enter an event. If you enter any event that we host without being a member, you're subject to being fully disqualified from that event with no refund. You must be a paid member of the trail before you enter any events. Where do you enter these events? Go to tournaments, scroll down. The Ohio Inland River Series is right here. Once you click on that, the events will be right here. I only have one up right now. The rest will come in the very near future. If you're going to register for the one on 0419, you go ahead and click on it. Click on register. The prompts are self-explanatory. You pay and you'll be in the event. How to submit fish, etc. We already did a video on that. Go find that video. Boundaries. This video is not going over boundaries. We have a video dedicated to boundaries. This is simply the administration part, prizes, etc. It's $55 entry. 50 goes to the pot with 40 to the pot, 10 to big fish. Any remaining cash that comes to us goes to miscellaneous fees that we have to pay, and or the free kayaks or the thousands of dollars that we give away every single year to anglers. As far as the point race, so there is a series when you are when you're on our group right here. If you go to series standings and you click on Ohio Inland River Series, there's no one here right now, but when you click on it, once we start doing tournaments, you'll see a list of names. First place gets 100 points, second place gets 99 points, third place gets 98 points, so on and so forth. Big Fish gets a bonus points of 2 points, and that's it. You see how we have let me make sure my OBS is correct. Okay. You see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events? The best score you can get of your 5 of 7 events, the winner of that will win an XTR 130. They're going to win a bona fide XTR 130 from Raccoon Creek Outfitters. If the person who wins that event does not want that kayak, if they want to sell it, they do have the option to sell it, but they have to go down the points list and offer it to the next competitor at a reasonable price. That reasonable price will probably be about $2,000. We want The whole point of giving these kayaks away is to keep them in the family. If you are going to win an XTR 130 and you don't want it for whatever reason, or say you already own one and you just want to give it to the next person, the max you can sell it for, we're going to give you a max you can sell it for, and you have to go to the next person. You don't have to sell it for that max. You can sell it for less, but the max you can sell it for, we're going to give you that number. That way you still walk away with cash as the point race winner. So $2,000 I think is more than fair. That's probably what it's going to be. So if you win the point race, if you have the highest score after the 5 of 7 events, you will win an XTR 130, and you can either pick it up from the shop and have the shop do whatever to it, or you can sell it to the next person on the points list for $2,000. If that person says no, you go to third. You go down the entire points list, and then if everyone says no, then you can hit the open market. That's something we're doing a little different than other scenes typically do. Normally, you just win it and you can do whatever you want with it. We really want these kayaks to stay in our world. We don't want them to just go out randomly. And we're asking you to sell it for a reasonable price. So that's how that's going to work. There's another point race going on. It's the same point race, but there's going to be this one right here, 10-4. That's a championship event. You see how there's 6 events? Your best 4 of 6 will land you potentially in a separate bracket in the final event. Let me explain how that works. So let's say we get 50 people who enter these first 6 events. Well, the top 5 in points will then be in their own special bracket in this final event. That special bracket will be chasing $1,000 on 10/4/2025. So 50 people sign up. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these 6 tournaments, if 50 people sign up, the top 5 in points get a special bracket they're going to be in the final event. If we get 60 people sign up, it'll be 6. If we get 70 people sign up, it'll be 7. All the way down to 100. If we get 100 total entries by this 6th event, we will have 10 people in that final special bracket in the points race, chasing that extra $1,000 on 10/4/2025. We're capping that at 10. So even if we have 250 signups in these first 6 events, the top 10 in the point race, they get to go in their own special bracket on 10/4. Now, the 10/4 event is still a normal tournament. They just get a special side pot of an additional $1,000 that they're chasing, and they get the normal tournament fee, or they get the normal tournament pot that everyone else is chasing as well. So that's a little bonus for the top X anglers based on how many entries we get throughout the year. So that essentially goes over everything. If you need the boundaries, again, there's another video. If you want to learn how to submit fish, etc., those are all in other videos. Watch the 2025 important videos. Cat Yackers. Cat Yackers is essentially running this trail. They have a group, Cat Yackers Outfitters Lounge, and Cat Yackers Outfitters page. They'll be posting a lot in regards to this. Follow them. Also, the online catfishing tournaments, YouTube, or not YouTube, but group and page post a lot as well. And obviously, we'll be posting captains meetings, etc., before these events happen in real time. All right, Kayak Mike out of here.